Hi Andy, lovely to meet you the other day and do some work on your game. Just a quick recap on the points that we covered. First of all, we discussed your setup. Quite a traditional looking setup here. You can see on the top screen where the ball is well forward in the stance, the handle's leaning back a little bit, and the body weight tends to be favouring the right side. Now, the only problem with this setup is that, as we discussed, it doesn't really help you keep the club coming from the inside. So there's the centre of the golf swing, the weight's located pretty central at that point, certainly not favouring your left side, and as a result we're going to be hitting up on this golf ball quite considerably, which is probably the accepted norm, albeit not correct. So we're going to be hitting up on this ball a lot, which means we're also going to be swinging to the left a lot coming into impact. And we can see here with your original swing footage from down the line, definitely attacking the ball from the outside. There are other reasons for that, but the location of your body weight certainly doesn't help. So what we suggested first of all is that we move the body weight forward, so we're getting the centre of the body a little bit more over the top of the golf ball. This means that by default we're hitting up on it less and therefore across it less. Now, at no point do I suggest you hit down on the ball with your driver, but we don't want to hit up on it excessively. So that's what we're looking for, less of an upward hit. So we've got the weight forward and we've got the ball back an inch, that's all. And if I just remove that framework for you so you can see what's happening there, overall, much stronger looking setup. Initial swing as we get to the sort of delivery position. See, they're starting to look a little bit messy. Handle of the club very high. A lot of releasing of the golf club. You can see there as you come through, trying to prevent this thing going left. You can see the rate of closure on the club face, massive at that point. We did talk about the ball flight, and the ball starts in the direction of the club face. So we're going to draw the ball, and we want the ball to start to the right. We don't want to be closing this club face down too much. You can see there, you close the club face down. This is later in your session, but it's closing down at a far slower rate. The difference between those two club faces here and here. So the club face closing down at far too quick a rate in your original swings as you attempt to release the golf club, trying to draw the ball with your hands rather than trying to draw the ball with the path of the golf club. Position at the top of the golf swing, as well as an improved setup, your ability to produce a more balanced top of the backswing position improved as well. We'll take a little look at you here now in the downswing. You've struggled to keep the hands and the arms and the club in during the downswing historically. And we talked, or we related this, rather than to the body and things like that that are difficult to police, we related this more to the direction of the arms. And what we said was that if you want to keep the club in, you need the arms to work down more towards the toe line. So we're going to work the hands and the arms down more. And as a result, you can see the club staying in. As opposed to the arms coming out towards the target line, which then brings the club on an outward path. So the only thought here, I mean, first of all, the top of the backswing has improved dramatically, and that's largely due to the location of your body weight and the location of the ball at setup. So the changes made at setup have improved your ability to turn the shoulders properly and swing the arms properly in the backswing, as can be seen when we look at this arms down footage in the middle bottom row. Arms work down more, out less. You can see now as we come through, take it to the top on this one, right arm straightening very quickly arms and hands working out towards the baseline, the target line. Here we've got the hands working down a little bit more. Not excessively, but down a little bit more. As a result, the club is much more from the inside as you're coming into the delivery position. The right arm isn't straightening as quick, and we're now attacking the ball less from the outside, I would say, at this point. Ultimately, we can attack it more from the inside. And you can see again the rate of closure on the club face, like for like, isn't as great, and on the bottom footage you're hitting out at the golf ball for longer rather than shifting everything left, producing pull hooks and slices on the top footage. So we're hitting down at the ball or out at the ball for longer. Not long enough. That's what we discussed during your session. This is an ongoing process, but you can see now that within 2 or 3 swings you've got the club on the inside, which was one of your mission statements, if you will, as opposed to on the outside, which is something you've always struggled with. So quite a big change. Got to learn to do that. A lot of the stuff you do from this position onwards is still based on your old swing, so there's still a want to release that golf club. No need to. So on reflection, you're going to move the weight forward, you're going to move the ball back an inch, and then you're going to work the arms down more from the top of the backswing to the delivery position. Key thought through impact: no release. There is no need to release your golf club. Good luck with it. I look forward to working with you again in the coming weeks. Well done.